Hit the likes and subs. Oh yeah, they're in full coat mode right now. That's right. Coat mode right.
freaking too early for this. Welcome to the show. We got a great crowd tonight. Looks like all the regulars are here. Oh, welcome to the show, Twiz the Beat Bro. Good to see you. Sit in the front row right there. We got plenty of seating. Honored to have you here. I told you I would do it, dude. I told you all I would do. I said, dang old Provo can't be staying up doing these late night extravaganza party shows. He's got to start doing morning shows, dude. Well, shit, dude. Here I am. And I don't even have anything planned for this show, dude. I don't even have a cool title, no slick title, nothing. Good morning from Los Angeles. I go, hey, good morning to you from Provo, Utah. I don't know if you've ever been here, but if you haven't, well, I'm Provo and I'm Monologue. Usually I did shows at night and I would monologue and I would talk about well, I don't know. What do I talk about? Whatever is going on in my life. Talk about the news. Some people call me a rage baiter, and they're just saying you're just saying things to farm engagement. You don't even believe what you say. Some of that's true. Then I would do reaction content. I do a little bit of reaction content and stuff like that. But I'm getting old, dude. I had to set some goals. I had to wake up. I was staying up too late. And waking up too early. Now I'm waking up too early and going to bed at 10 o'clock, dude. Like I'm from the 60s, and I got a shed, and everything in it's organized, and I'm a person whose life is put together. But that's only partly true. I started going to bed early, so why did I go to bed early? So I can for my health, dude. For my health. I'm in my mid-30s, dude. Life's coming at me quick. I'm flooded with social media that's always telling you a million ways you're going to die. Microplastics, forever chemicals. Shit, dude. Everything's killing me. I forget all the things. There's so many things. You're not getting enough sleep. I see that all the time. I'm like, well, that's true. That's true. That's something I can do. So I'm waking up early, and I guess the world is still turning. The news cycle's still running and gunning. It's a new year, and I couldn't be more excited for this new news cycle. Never been to Utah, but I found you through Jim Bob. Oh, wow. I feel honored. That's really cool you would come here. I love your monologue, and now JB out there monologue. Yeah, JB's an icon, dude. I like Jim Bob. Look up to him. He's like he's like an internet older brother. I'm like, oh man, that's one day, dude. One day. One day I'll be like that. I'll have a good show. I'll have time. I can stream during the day. That's like my future goal in about 7 years. It's a 7-year goal. In 7 years, I plan on doing a show during the middle of the day. Damn dog. So I'm a long ways away from that. Until then, I'm just going to be practicing my monologues and things like that, dude. So we're starting the year off good. What is today? The 6th, January 6th. So that's nice. That's nice. This is my first morning monologue of the year. Probably a lot more of these, which I'm looking forward to. They're only going to be an hour long. Some of them might be a little bit shorter. It depends how much I have to talk about. Really, looking at the news, people have already covered everything. They've already covered everything. It's like people have already discussed Venezuela. They've given their hot takes, and I'm all for it, dude. I'm all for the Venezuela invasion. And up next is Greenland. I couldn't be more excited to invade Greenland. I couldn't be more excited to take it over. The propaganda is so good in our country. We even got movies queued up to Donald Trump. We got the movie Greenland 2 queued up. What is that? I don't know when that comes out. Maybe 20 days, maybe 2 weeks, but it's out there. Maybe it's out there now, but I love the propaganda, dude. It's full force, syncing up. We're living in a synced up world. President's talking about invading or taking Greenland, and I don't want to take it. I just want to start taking things as a country again. This feels nice. And I want to start like, let's bring back what we did with Australia. I don't know if America did the whole send the bad guys to Australia, the people you don't want in your country to Australia, but We got people in our country. We need to send places. We need to. I don't know where they from, but they got to get the hell out of here, okay? And Greenland would be a nice place. You know, all these like, oh, well, maybe these naturalized citizens. We can't kick out Jose. He's been here for 20 years. I know the perfect place to send Jose. Starts with the green, ends with the land. That's where we're sending Jose. And anybody else who's like been here for 20 years and doesn't really want to leave, and they're not really a citizen. I say we take over Green. You know, we're a perfect place for all the Somali immigrants if they don't want to go back to Somali. Greenland. That's what we need to do. We'll take it over, and then we'll just like make it our little own Northern Australia. These people are all criminals, I guess. You know. So I almost said I'm fucking stoked, but I'm trying not to swear. But I am stoked. I'm super stoked. I'm freaking stoked. It's like, like it's too early to start swearing. Shit. But I am stoked. I'm stoked about Greenland and other things like that, dude. I was looking at the news. And, you know, what else is there? Dude? I even pulled up the news. I'm like, oh, well, maybe I can monologue about the news. Dude. I'm looking at it, and all of it's just so confusing to me. It's like, oh, I really don't get it, man. Like this news article, black holes are twisting the universe. I'm like, really? I don't even believe that one. I just don't believe it. So the news, I was excited. I'm like, dude, the news, we're starting off to a great cycle. And then I checked like all the other news that's happening, and absolutely nothing, dude. I'm looking at this news, it's like travel notice: countries are banning U.S. travelers. Good. Who wants to go outside of America anymore? Who really does? Like, where do you want to go? You want to go to France, where they don't have French people? You want to go to, where do you want to go? England, where it's not even England anymore? You want to go to South America, where the cartels are just killing people? I mean, like, you want to go to China, where they're if you're a communist, if you're not a communist, if you talk bad about the country, they're going to have little men in, well, they don't have men in black. They probably have men in red. They have men in red following you around. Probably. I had a friend go to Russia recently. I was like, why the hell are you going to Russia, dude? He went to go hunting. I mean, and when you go hunting in Russia for a vacation, I mean, shit, dude. What happened to all the animals in the United States? Why are we in Russia hunting? But he went to Russia and he hunted, dude. And he got a mythical animal. He got a couple mythical animals. I was like, holy shit. I looked at the pictures. I said, no way. No way. You bagged and tagged that majestic beast. Kind of sad, but kind of cool. Kind of cool. We got more people in the crowd. What's up, J Rips? Daninsky, we need to know you to stage an intervention for your Mormon son and unfunny comedian Jeremy Radio. I heard Jeremy's not doing too well. I thought he was doing great. I hope he's doing better. I'll have to try to talk to him. What's up, Laughing Cedar? Toxic Angel. He said cartels are the nicest people. Yeah, if you exclude all the mass buried graves. I heard they just dug up where was it? Akron. I can't believe they have an Akron in Mexico. Buried. Was it in Mexico? I don't know. They were digging something up in Mexico for the World Cup. They found like, I don't know how many bodies, but a ton of bodies. They got a ton of bodies. But my friend went on vacation to, like I was saying, Russia. And when he got there, what do they call these Russian special agents? FSB? What the hell do they call KGB. They got the dang old KGB. So my friend gets off the plane. KGB pull him aside. They're all following me. He goes into a locked room. Dude just landed in Russia. Gets pulled to a locked room. And they say, give us your phone. And he doesn't really have a choice. You're in Russia, you don't really have a choice, okay? gives him his phone. They tell him to unlock it, and they just go through all of it. They're like, oh, this is ours now. So they go through all of his phone. They pull up an Instagram post from, I don't know, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. And he liked a post from a Ukrainian business. And they interrogated him about why he liked this Instagram post of a Ukrainian company about 4 or 5 years ago. Like, oh, I don't even know the Russian accent. Damn it, my brain doesn't work that way. If I do an accent, it's just going to sound like an Indian. But they're like, why did you like this Ukrainian post? What are you working for the Ukrainians? Why are you in Russia? He's all, to kill some of your damn animals. You guys aren't doing a good job. So they interrogated him. They realized he just was a normal person, and then they let him go. But still, like, where do you guys want to go on vacation these days? Not to Russia. I heard that story. I was like, holy shit, dude. With all the things I've said on the internet, I probably can't even leave the state of Utah. You know, like, whoa, Provo, you, like, I go to New York. They're like, hold on. Our internet report here says you're a racist, bigot, homophobe, transphobe, capitalist. Not good. All these other things. I'm like, oh, yeah, shit. That was all a joke. I try to be funny, but most of the time, obviously, as you can see, I'm not. Comes out wrong. I come out like a racist. So my friend got interrogated. He was fine. And that was good news for me. Just, I was like, if I go on vacation anywhere, delete everything. And before I delete everything, make some pro-Russian posts or pro-whatever posts. But where else is there to go in this world? You know, it's a small world. You know, where you going? I might go to Argentina. Because it's German. It's a secret German state. I'm racking my brain. I'm like, where the hell? Denmark, Sweden, Muslim. Those are Muslim now. Where are you gonna go? India? Shit, I wouldn't want to go to India. Vietnam? I'd go to Japan. Japan's like one of the last places in the world. Like, that place is still nice. Streets are clean. Low crime. No crime. So I think Japan's it, man. I think Japan's the last holdout of where people might want to go on vacation. And I talked about this. This was strange. I talked about this maybe a few months ago. Maybe 4 months ago. I was talking about how I got, say what you want, dude. Personally, I'm disgusted with Disneyland. Not Disneyland, Disney. Disney and everything Disney, like trash, whatever. Gay, everything's gay. It's like Netflix gay 2.0, okay? But, I've taken my kids to Disneyland a few years ago, and I loved it. I freaking loved it. All right, because my kids had a blast. And so I was like, dude, I would go back to Disneyland, but costs an arm and a leg, quite literally. And so I was looking, sometimes I'm like, well, how much does it really cost? I was like, holy shit. Not going to Disneyland. I'm like, what about Japan? And I looked it up, dude. It was cheaper. It was cheaper to go to Disneyland in Tokyo than it is to go to Disneyland in Florida or California. I was like, wow. And I'm like, I figured it out. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Figured it out, but it didn't take long. Everybody else figured it out. But it is still wild to me that currently in America, it's cheaper to go to Disneyland in Tokyo than it is anywhere else. And at least if you go to the Disneyland in Tokyo, they don't got that transgender male helping you at bibbidi bobbidi boop. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I saw it in person. I saw that dude dressed as a woman helping little boys and girls pick out their princess outfits. And the saddest part about that was when I went, is people were like, how does that really impact children? Well, I'll tell you, when I was at Disneyland a couple years ago and that transgender bibbidi bobbidi boop boutique worker was there, I was there. I got in line for, where was I by? It was like the meet and greet the princesses. And there was a boy dressed as Moana. I was like, holy shit, dude, this is crazy. And I'm like, what the hell are the parents doing? What the hell? You dressing your kid up as drag Moana at Disneyland? Ugh, disgusting. Disgusting. You know, it's just sad. It's sad how they took some of the great things that our country had to offer. And now I'm like, well, you know what? I hope we get a solar polar switch, and you know the whole damn West Coast floods, and Disneyland sinks to the bottom of the ocean. That's kind of what I'm hoping for now. A lot of people would die. That'd be very sad, to be honest. But what are you guys saying in the chat? Bro, let's watch some fat Disney. I don't even know what that means. With all the fat Disney women. Oh, that was a good segment when we would watch those fat people at Disneyland. I love that segment. I would have stayed in Italy if I didn't have a family there. Italy would be Italy would be a nice place to visit. I actually have visited Italy when I was younger. And I'm fortunate. I'm one of those fortunate people where when I went to Italy, like, I don't know, it was 20 years ago, it was still Italy. There was still like Italians and people speaking Italian. I saw almost zero black people there. Kind of racist, but you know, I like that. I like that. I was like, holy shit. Now I don't know if I would go back to Italy. I think it's, you know, I'd go there. I'm like, what is this? Northern Africa? Get me out of here. Who are these people trying to scam me? I don't want to buy bracelets. I want to buy trinkets of the Roman Colosseum. Get out of my face. I don't want this African trinket trash. They got like we got our homeless problem. They got their immigrant problem. Well, we got both of those things. So I don't know where people want to go on vacations. I've kind of given up on vacations, to be honest, for a while. I'm like, the closest thing I'm going to get to a vacation is driving to Las Vegas, which, and Las Vegas sucks now anyways. But I do have friends who went to Las Vegas recently, and boy, did it look like they were having a good time. Las Vegas does suck, for the most part. It's just, why does Las Vegas suck now? Everything's expensive. You got to pay for parking. You got to pay like $20 before you even walk in the casino. They're like squeezing all the money out of you. And you know, as a gambler, like, you can't really gamble on the strip anymore. All the tables are $25. Bullshit. You know, that sucks. So I just, you know, and then the streets are dirty. Fuck, you know, and they got all these scammers. They got these monk scammers with 1,000 bracelets on their hands trying to make you buy a dang old bracelet, dude. Crazy work. You don't want a monk bracelet. They got these rappers selling you blank CDs. I'm so glad I didn't see any of those scammers the last time I went, because who the hell listens to CDs? You're like, no, thanks. I don't even have a CD player anymore. And that's partly true. Fortunately, I have it's weird. I have one of those old cars where I got a CD player, and people are like, my kids are like, what's that thing? Well, we used to have these things called CDs, and they'd go in there and play your music. So that's nice. Definitely not worth it. And all the rides are ran by an APP. I don't even know what APP is. And that was what are you saying, He-Man She-Ra? And that was with bringing own food and eating outside the park. Oh, well, you went up here. Went to Disneyland, California this summer. 2 days for 4 people. Holy shit. $4,500. That is insane. That's insane. Yeah, definitely not worth it. Have to plan and schedule rides via the app. Ugh. It's disgusting. It's terrible. Yeah, Disneyland, it's just out of the cards for my kids now. I got too many of them. Like, you guys, that's like, why my youngest kid's like, why aren't we going to Disneyland anymore? Well, you got more brothers and sisters. That's why. We got. It was easier when it was just you. Now we got a minivan worth of kids. Sorry, Dad couldn't help himself. We got too many kids now. which I'm grateful for, but have to play. I only listen to cassette tapes. Well, that's a good man. A lot of Armenians doing that sell stuff. Yeah, Armenians. I don't even know how our country got Armenians here, but they were genocided, so I do have a little bit of empathy for that demographic group. You know, of course, just like for the Jews, you got to have that little soft spot in your heart for anyone who's been genocided besides the white people. People are like, well, I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know, white people were genocided by the Romans, but nobody gives a shit. Absolutely nobody cares. We just absorbed into the Roman culture. And white people were like, that's our culture now. You see these like pro-white montages of different stuff on the... what the hell was that? Nothing. Like white culture. I'm like, well, the Romans just kind of adopted the whites, and then the whites kind of just took all that European culture and expounded upon it. And that's ours. Whites used to be... Oh, shit, I just broke my damn coaster. Fuck. Mother, damn it. Oh, it's so embarrassing to do that on live stream. Oh well. Who needed one? Hopefully there's no like sharp pieces on the floor. Just brush that out of the way real quick. Forget about it. Damn it. Where are we at? 26 minutes. Oof. But life's good though. Life's good. Life's good in America. What was I watching? I don't know. I haven't been watching too many shows or too many movies recently. I did start one and then I turned it off and I went to bed a couple days ago. It was like, all these movies are too damn long. It was a Frankenstein movie and I was like, oh, this is long and it's dry, and people are like, it's such a great movie. I'm like, it's freaking boring a little bit. But I'm full internet brain, dude. My attention span is roasted, it's toasted, it's cooked. I've been trying to disconnect from the internet. I've even noticed, I'm like, dude, what's wrong with my attention span? I can't even watch a movie anymore. Can't sit. I'm watching Frankenstein, I'm pulling out my phone, like, what the hell? I'm second screening the movie. Well, what's YouTube doing? Who's live right now? So I've been as the youth say, I've been raw dogging my dog walks, which sounds completely like, it's weird when people like say the word raw dog. I'm like, growing up as a millennial, the raw dog only means one thing to me, buddy. But now I'm using it in my vocabulary as if raw dogging means other things. You know what it means? Like, it's like going, when you raw dog a walk, it's like going on the walk without technology. That's what it means. Ugh. Why am I even using the language I don't like? This Zoomer lingo. It sucks. 6'7". I hear kids say that, dude. I'm like, oh, I heard these first graders say it. They were in my family. I'm like, dude, they're second graders or whatever. Like, it's over. And I just kept ruining it for them. They'd say 6'7". I'm like, 8'9", 8'9". It's 8'9". Oh. One of them plays it on a tablet. What are you doing on that? And they're playing this game called Brain Rot. I'm not even kidding you. It's like it's off of Roblox. It's a game within Roblox, and he's playing it. And the game's called Brain Rot Extreme or something. I'm like, holy shit! They're not even hiding it from him. They got these kids playing a game called Brain Rot on Roblox. I'm like, well, whatever. Show me what you're doing. I was just running around and collecting stuff, doing stuff. Dude, this is crazy. You should be playing with toys. You should be playing Cowboys and Indians. That's probably not politically correct. You should be playing, cops and robbers. You know, you should be... You should be playing the Legos. But whatever, I didn't say anything. Like, oh, wow, that looks like a fun game. Well, really cool. Super neat. You get to do all that stuff in that game. But yeah, I wouldn't. It's weird. They got a game called Brain Rot, super popular. Wish I could remember the whole. I don't know the whole name of it. Oh, we got more people in the chat. Shout out to the chat. Best chat in YouTube. Armenians are really nice people if they're your actual friends. I like that. I need actual friends. And speaking of cassette tapes, I got nothing to say about cassette tapes. New coaster fun. Thank you. Yeah, I need a new coaster fun. Laughing Cedar, nice to see you this morning. I definitely prefer the live interaction for your show. Well, thank you. I like those kind of words. Did the Romans use coasters? LOL. No, I believe not. I've always had an addiction to escapism, mostly used to be TV, now the internet. Yeah, I'm a digital drug addict, that's for sure. Books make you feel like it's not so bad, but it's still usually escapism. Books are good for the brain, though. Books are like, it's like medicine for the brain. I still read every night, but I don't read good stuff. I read children's chapter books, which are, they make me feel smart. I can read a children's chapter book just so fluently. Well, this is easy to read. It's like swimming in a pool where it looks like you're swimming, but you're walking the whole time. Raw dogging is great. In fact, I think it's the dog's bollocks. Yeah. Well, I don't even bollocks. Well, you're from the UK. I still don't even bollocks. What does that mean? Ass. Monologue's hard. I got a half an hour left. I'm like, oh shit. Well, I'm out of things to talk about. Might only do about 10, 15 more minutes. I'm going to do more of these shows. This was the first one I did of this new year. I plan on doing more of these, more prepared with a title. Like I did before, I did a show. The title of the show was called I Get It. And then I just kind of did a whole show. And I did callbacks to the title, like I Get It, So I'm going to have more, the shows I do in the future will have a title. And then the title of the show will be the theme of the show. And I'll just keep calling back to it. I have a working title. It's called I Already Know That. But I didn't have any material on that. Didn't have any material on I Already Know That. So I'm working on that. Haven't written anything down. Have no idea about it. But the title's sitting there. It's in my page of notes. And there's only one note. And it says I Already Know That. I'm like, damn it. And that's as far as I got. And then I put the book down, my notebook down, and I haven't touched it since. It just came to me as a flash. I'm like, it's a great idea for a show. I already know that. And then I went on with my life and then completely forgot about my notebook. I'm not a notebook guy, not a journal guy. Wish I was. It's kind of nice, dude. But I'm not. Is the dog's bullocks a good thing? Yeah, we need to know. Balls. Of course. I don't know why I thought it might have been asked. Good to see you, slow boy whiteboard. So that's, this is just like a test run show to see what happens when I go. I mean, I've done this before, but just to see what it's like to wake up again. I'm waking up early, making the right choices in life again, dude. It feels good. Man. It's been a while. I usually wake up in about a half an hour regularly. I usually wake up at 7:30 every day. But now I'm trying to wake up at 6. And that's fun, man. It's fun to wake up early. That's what they tell you. And then they tell you it's fun to go to bed early, too. But I'm yet to see it, man. I have yet to experience the joys and delights of waking up early and going to bed on time. But they tell you it's there. They say it's there. You'll enjoy it, Bravo. I hope so. This might be the best. This might be the only reason why I keep waking up early if I do stuff like this. Like, should I do reaction content? Am I out of material? Is it really a morning monologue? If I'm like, well, let's just check in with the internet brain rot I've saved, and then I won't have to talk. What else is going on in my life, dude? Not much. The Dogs Bollocks is a great thing. For example, that band I watched last night was the Dogs Bollocks. It was the Dogs Balls. I think people in America call it stuff like dog water. Like, oh, that was a terrible show. It was dog water. But yeah, I mean, referencing dog balls is just, I don't know, man. The UK's different. America's different. It's weird that you live in the UK, dude, and everything's being taken away from you. You know, and in America, all the things are being taken away from us. And the thing I'm most sad about is accents. I'm the most sad of thing. You know, that's the thing that bothers me, is that now we're gonna have Somalians or these people in Minnesota. And truth be told, dude, they got no accent. They're just gonna talk in their fucking broken Somalian English, and I'm not even going to get a good Somalian Minnesotan accent. And all these people in New York, dude, all these immigrants there, dude. There used to be a time, there used to be a place where, like, America was, and I've talked about this before, but this clip allows me to recall that topic. There used to be a time and place in America where every state had this uniqueness, this cultural milieu, so to say, that really represented the people, and the people were the accent. And my family, on one half, hails from New York. They come from New York, and my father, he grew up in New York. Then he moved down south, not South America, but to the southern states. My father moved to the southern states, and while he was there in college, the people there, they didn't like his New York accent, so he stopped talking like a New Yorker. In fact, I haven't heard my father's New York accent ever in my entire life, which kind of sucks. My dad had to fit in. Let's see, people are like, learn English. In America, they would say, learn our accent or get the fuck out of here. We don't want your New York accent around here. So my father lost it, but I imagine he used to talk something like this.
Ask your sister to sit in a half a tub of water. You've just saved over 10 gallons of water. Turn the water off when your mother's brushing her teeth. You'll save over a gallon of water.
Opening a hydrant isn't funny. It can waste over 1 million gallons of water a day.
Water.
Don't let the water run while your father is shaving. This will save over 2 gallons of water.
Tell your brother to get out of the shower. Shorter showers save 3 to 5 gallons of water.
Keep New York wet.
Yeah, so like New York, I don't think they got a New York accent anymore. And that's like how I knew immediately not to trust Mayor Nazam Dani. Doesn't even have an accent. How long have you lived in New York? And the other question is, how long has the accent been gone from? Water. Does anybody have a timeline on when the New York accent died? Does anybody know? When did we lose the accent? Can anyone find it? Is there any boroughs in New York where they still have a proper New York accent? Where there's actually New Yorkers there? I doubt it. It's gone. It's just disappeared, man. In the South, I know they still got some Southern people with a Southern accent. I like my Southern Hoosier accent. Yeah, there you go. You got it. The people in the South still got it. It's crazy when you hear an Asian or Indian with a Scottish accent, but still freaks me out a bit. Well, those people assimilated, damn it. Those people assimilated. I had a boyfriend once, that's good to hear, that grew up in Louisiana and went to Boston University and left his accent behind. When I met him, I asked him why he didn't have an accent, and he said he was made fun of. Well, yeah, that's going to be what happens. I miss that New York City, too. It'll save the water, because otherwise the water will just disappear. You gotta save the water. You gotta save all the water. Um, yeah, it's crazy. Mayor of New York doesn't even have a New York accent. That should be a red flag. Absolute red flag. I could talk more about like American politics, dude. The Seattle mayor. I see these people who get elected in our country, and I just get angry. You know what I mean? Like, ugh, I hate it. Can't do anything about it besides bitch on the internet, but I hate it. I'll tell you that much, dude. This mayor of Seattle, I hate her. New York Zimanandani. It's crazy. Dude, you know, people I don't understand pro white people. I really don't. Cuz the worst white people are the liberal ones. Like that's like the biggest problem we have. People are like, "We have immigrants." I'm like, "No. We got a bigger problem than immigrants, and it's white people." I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm a liberal too. I'm like, these damn white people. They're the liberal ones, though. I don't like those ones. Well, yeah, these people who are just like, I don't know what the hell they are. They're like the security system of postmodernism, and they like to alert you every time you don't do something correctly. They're like hall monitors. They're Burlington Coat Factory security. They're just the most worthless people in the world. It's like people are like Christians. They talk about fire and brimstone. You're gonna go to hell. Well, we have our own version of that in postmodernism. America, it's the left, and they let you know their version of fire and brimstone is isms. You're ism and is. You're ableist, you're racist, you're bigot, you're the phobia. You got a phobia. You don't even know this. They're clinically diagnosing you with all these terrible things. I know what your problem is. You're Islamophobic, transphobic, bigot, racist, white supremacist. That's, you know what I mean? That's your problem. I'm like, thanks, Freud. Dude, sign up for therapy today. I don't even have a therapist, but you get one for free in America if you live in a leftist city or state. They'll just start diagnosing you with shit you didn't even know you had for free. Fuck. I don't like these people. I don't like these white people. I'm back on the white people ruined everything train. I'm like, how did they do that? They're right. White people are the worst. Well, if you could see the full picture, yeah, we are the problem, and the white people on the right are also the problem. It's like, damn it, dude. This is why I don't understand why people don't sympathize with the white people. At least don't sympathize with the Jews. We're just like them now in our culture. We're everybody. We're the problem of everyone. Essentially, we're the scapegoat. Who caused this problem? White people. It used to be the Jews. They did the old Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. There was this golden treasure of scapegoatism, and the Jews were sitting up top, and then someone came along, they switched it out and put white people there. Now we're getting blamed for everything. It's our fault, dude. It's all our fault. This first world country, and damn it, nice water, clean water, paved streets, motorized vehicles. What are we going to do about it? It was built off the backs of slavery. Injustices. So many injustices around the world, all caused by white people. They never thank us for anything. You know what I mean? No thanks in order for ending some of the things that were going on in the world, like slavery. Is like a group of white people voted for that, by the way. What the fuck is that word? Emancipation Proclamation. You know who voted for that? Room full of white dudes. Never get the credit. You never get the credit, only the blame. You know what I mean? Who cured most of the world's diseases, quote unquote, if you believe that? White people never get the credit. There's a skit in Monty Python that basically explains the whole thing. Thanks, Monty Python, for being way too ahead of your time. What do we got? 45 minutes. Probably I'll end the show. It was a good run. I was having fun. I was really getting into the monologue. I was really feeling it. Well, I guess I'll read the chat before I go. It was a slow decline. Argument of beard fallacy. I think so. Yeah, when the beards disappeared, you know our country was toast. I miss that. Where men are like, we got to start shaving. Got to look presentable. Oh, man, I want our country to have bearded presidents. We'll never get one again. If you want to sell your property in New York, then they make you give the government and chosen NGOs first dibs. That's crazy. So you're forced to keep your house for sale 18 months to give the government a chance to buy it. You got to give the government a chance, dude. New Yorkers speak American Cockney, LOL. They do something. Slow boy, that seems to support the 15-minute city agenda. It does. We got this 15-minute city being built in Utah right now. They call it the Point of the Mountain. It's like in Bluffdale, Utah. It's where they Utah is so fucked. It's so sad. But we had a nice prison. We had a quality prison. We would incarcerate all the bad people. We had to build a new one, of course. And we tore down this prison. And now we're building a 15-minute city. It's going to be a beautiful 15-minute city. And it's all out there in the open. That's the craziest thing. Like in newspapers, we're like, 15-minute city planned to be built in Bluffdale, Utah. Fucked. We are in retard hell already. 2 days off a week. Some of us don't figure it out. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Building a new Taco Bell city. Yeah, new Taco Bell. You're gonna have Taco Bells. You're gonna have Popeye's chicken. You're gonna have everything you need. Nice diverse community. We'll build a house, apartment, condo, more apartments, one house, more apartments. It's a 3-bedroom house, 4-bedroom house. What are you going to do about it besides complain and bitch on the internet? That's why I'm here every morning now. Not every morning, but any morning I decide it's the right time to do this. This is the first, hopefully, in a long... For Provo 2026, dude, it's the year of the morning. People are like, morning, you know what that really means? It's mourning is when you mourn something that's dead, and they neurolinguistically are programming you to say these words to mess up with. That's why we say grand rising, Provo. Don't say mourning. You only mourn when there's dead people. I'm mourning every day of the year because my country's falling. It's dying, dude. I am waking up mourning. Have you looked around? Can you help me? We need Scooby-Doo. Can you help me find the New York accent? It's disappeared. What's next, dude? What's next? It's all gone. What are we going to do? Well, you guys are here. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the company, the presence of all of you. I gotta go make breakfast and shit like that. I gotta go pack a lunch. I gotta go tell my oldest kid it's time to go back to public school. You gotta go back to school. I'm thinking about homeschooling my kid next year. I'm really considering it. It's just like shit. Do I really want to be a teacher? Quote unquote. Like, yeah, I don't know. Do I want Do I want your entire education in my hands? Which isn't a big deal. I taught my kid how to read before kindergarten. So I don't think, teaching my kids, I'm supposed to end the show, but the monologue just doesn't want to get out of me. I'm not done talking, but life's getting in the way. Oh no, I got it. I got responsibilities, damn it. God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night, great day, and a great week ahead. We will see you maybe later this week in the morning, maybe not. We'll see how I feel.